Hello everyone, this is JC from OneNote Lab. I haven't talked to you guys for a while, just because the year-end business for my day job, and on the other hand, I haven't worked out my workflow for vlogging. So I would like to use this holiday season to work out the process and make it more smooth. Hopefully next year I will post more video than this year. Today, actually, I want to talk about why every parent should have their own YouTube channel. Most parents record their kids. They take pictures and video of their kids, like their first step and all the memory when they travel or birthday. They keep all their homework, and they also keep all the crafts made by their kids. But they seldom record themselves. They seldom record what they learn, how their thinking got involved. We have three reasons we need to create our own YouTube channel. First reason is that the YouTube channel will be the time capsule for your kids. The backstory it is my father passed away when I was still very young, maybe just 5 or 6 years old. So my impression of my father is very little or very vague. I quite not remember how he speak, how he talk, like what his expression. After 30 or 40 years, all this image already very vague. The major information about my father is from his working or study notes and some studying material from his book, like some side note on his textbook when he was in college, and some picture and some experiment material, and maybe some certificates he got. I always wondering what suggestion he will give me when I grow up, especially when I'm facing some difficult situation. I will always thinking, if my father at this situation, what he will do and what suggestion he will give me. If I can understand how he grow up, how he saw or how his idea or experience change over time. Even just a little more understanding how he faced the difficult situation, how his solve and his idea change over time. That will be very helpful for me and also comforting to understand that my father also not get to his position in single step. He also grow over lots of difficulty. Now we have much easier access to audio and video media. The cost to record those medium is much lower than before. Imagine when I was young, we're still using cassettes to record our voice. There's no or just very limited access to VHS, but right now the costs are much lower. And if you just upload your video to YouTube, you don't need to worry about the storage cost. And also the reliability of those storage is much higher than using your own hard drive. So even you don't share your video or your thinking, just like me, I'm recording lots of video about my thoughts and I try to upload them to YouTube. If you don't like to share with other people, you just keep it private. In the future, if you want your kid to watch those videos, you just share with them privately. So with the technology advance, I believe everybody should have make their own YouTube channel to record how their thinking got changed over time, what experience they got from books, from their practice. All these are very important things. You just keep it into your YouTube channel and it will become a time capsule. One day, if your kid grow up, your kid can look at those videos, they can understand what you think, and they also know what decision you will make and what suggestion you can give them from those YouTube videos. It will become priceless for your kids. The second idea is that we I found out we're running two distinct timelines between my growth and my kids' growth. We try to teach our kids with introducing them new information, new idea, which is suitable for their age. But for us, taking we also taking lots of new information like podcasts, books, news, YouTube videos. We're also growing our mind, our idea, and our experience. But if we share all those new information we take today with, like my kid is 8 years old, if I share those ideas to him, those ideas will just go over their head and they don't understand because they don't have the background or experience to understand what we say. But one day in the future, they might need those suggestions and idea experience. So right now, we can record those idea experience into YouTube video. And later on, once they grow up, they really facing some difficult situation on their own, they can go back and check all those YouTube videos. Even at one day you are no longer with them anymore. So the YouTube channel will make up the mismatch between the timelines of your growth and your kids' growth. It will be very variable for both of you and your kids. The third reason is that you really need to teach so that you can grasp the new information. We watch lots of YouTube channels, we listen tons of podcasts, we read books, and we keep taking information into our brain. But when you read them, you go through all the logic from the book, you might think you already grasp them. You already have those new knowledge embedded in your mind. But the truth is not until you really teach them to other people. If you can teach those knowledge to a young kid, like 5 years or 8 years old, and make them understand, that will be ensure you really grasp those concepts in your mind. When you try to organize all the ideas from the books or knowledge from podcasts into structural content which you can present to other people, you will start making logical connections between different points and organize all those information in more rational way. And in that process actually is help you clarify all this knowledge point in your mind. And in the future, when you want to use this information, it will make your thinking process much more fluently. This idea is given by Professor Richard Feynman. So we call it Feynman method. If you want to know more, you can just Google and find out more. But definitely teaching your idea to other people through YouTube channel is a good way to practice your idea and clarify all the thinking and knowledge experience you learn. So you should not just doing the information intake, you also should create new content. In that way you can get your knowledge organized. Okay, that's all the 3 points I can think of why every parent should create their own YouTube channel for their kids and also for their own. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. If you have any feedback, you can comment, and I will see you in next video. Bye.